Vietnam, as one of the countries with rapid economic development in Southeast Asia, proposed the concept of building high-speed rail as early as 2005. Initially, Vietnam rejected China's cooperation proposal and chose to cooperate with Japan. But times have changed, and 18 years have passed, but this ambitious project is still stuck in the planning stage and has not actually started construction. This has stalled the project and put cooperation with Japan in jeopardy. Faced with the stagnation of the project, the Vietnamese government made an important decision this year. Not only did it revise the original high-speed rail plan, but more interestingly, they decided not to rely on Japan's cooperation, but to turn to China, hoping to get China investment and technical support. Behind this change may be frustration with Japan's failure to realize project construction in the past 18 years, or it may be recognition of China's high-speed rail technology and construction. So, why has Japan failed to complete the construction of this high-speed railway in 18 years? Is China willing to help Vietnam build high-speed rail? Vietnam, an important country in Southeast Asia, is located in the eastern part of the Indochina Peninsula, neighboring Laos and Cambodia. It stretches over 1,600 kilometers north to south, but is only 50 kilometers wide at its narrowest point. Vietnam is not only close to the South China Sea, but also faces the Gulf of Thailand. This unique geographical location provides it with excellent conditions for building an efficient railway. Once such a high-speed rail line can be built across the north and south, it will not only greatly improve Vietnam's internal transportation conditions, but also greatly promote the development of the national economy. As of now, Vietnam has about 3,200 kilometers of railway lines, about 70% of which were built during the French colonial period. These ancient railway lines are now facing serious aging problems. Most of them cannot even operate at a speed exceeding 50 kilometers per hour, and their annual transportation capacity is only 15 million tons. In addition to aging facilities, Vietnam's railway technology is relatively backward, which further aggravates the maintenance and upgrade problems of the railway system. Under the influence of these backgrounds, Vietnam planned to launch the North-South High-Speed Railway project as early as 2005. In fact, Vietnam's North-South High-Speed Railway project has a total length of 1,545 kilometers and an estimated total investment of up to $65 billion. The design speed of this high-speed railway can reach 320 kilometers per hour. It starts from the capital Hanoi and ends at Ho Chi Minh City, the economic center in the south, and passes through 20 provinces and cities. According to the plan of the Vietnamese government, this huge project will be implemented in two phases. First, the key section between Hanoi and Vinh City and Nha Trang to Ho Chi Minh City, and secondly, the intermediate section from Vinh City to Nha Trang. As a key project of the Vietnamese government, this high-speed rail plan has attracted the attention of global high-speed rail technology powers including China, Germany, and Japan. However, after choosing to cooperate with Japan, the project has not made significant progress in 18 years. So what happened? Since Japan took over the Vietnam high-speed railway project, after in-depth planning and cost accounting, the Japanese Congress found that it would require an investment of at least $65 billion to build the North-South High-Speed Railway, which was almost half of Vietnam's GDP at the time. The Japanese Congress rejected the project because the funds exceeded Vietnam's financial capacity. Despite the setbacks, the Vietnamese government continues to develop its railway network. In 2015, the Vietnamese government decided to restart the North-South High-Speed Railway plan and proposed a new plan in 2019. The new plan changes the passenger and freight dual-use railway to the main passenger transport, and the design speed is increased from 320 km per hour to 350 km per hour, which means faster travel time and more efficient transportation capacity. However, because the train speed needs to reach 300 km per hour and requires high construction costs, the Vietnamese National Review Committee did not approve this plan. At the same time, Japan also signed a high-speed rail cooperation agreement with India at that time, shifting the focus of development to the Indian market, which made the prospects of the North-South high-speed rail project in Vietnam even more uncertain. Although Vietnam and Japan have cooperated for 17 years, the project has never been launched. Faced with this series of challenges, the Vietnamese government was forced to find new partners, and China's high-speed rail technology became its new target. In October 2023, China successfully hosted the One Belt, One Road summit that attracted global attention. Vietnamese President Vo Van Thuan personally led the team to participate and actively participated in 7 important cooperation meetings in just 3 days. These meetings cover a wide range of topics, including trade, investment, and infrastructure construction. It is particularly worth mentioning that Vietnam proposed the North-South High-Speed Railway project at the meeting, hoping to obtain support and assistance from China. It is reported that the project is planned to be launched in 2030, with the goal of being fully connected and put into operation by 2050. So, is China willing to help Japan build high-speed rail? Over the past decade or so, China has gained rich experience in high-speed rail construction, and the total mileage of high-speed rail currently exceeds 44,000 kilometers. China has also assisted many countries in building high-speed railways, such as helping Turkey build a high-speed railway from Ankara to Istanbul in 2005, and assisting Saudi Arabia in building a high-speed railway connecting Mecca and Medina in 2009. These projects were not only successfully put into use, but also well received by local people. Therefore, if China is responsible for Vietnam's high-speed rail project, Vietnam is likely to have an advanced high-speed rail network by 2050. However, it is worth noting that China-Vietnam cooperation also faces some challenges. For example, Vietnam has arbitrarily broken treaties in its cooperation with Japan, which may become a concern for China-Vietnam cooperation. In addition, the funding issue of the project is also a key factor. Against the background of a weak global economy, Vietnam's economy has also shown signs of weakness recently. Whether enough funds can be raised to invest in the North-South High-Speed Railway project in the future is a question worthy of attention. But in any case, China's help in building railways in Vietnam is of great significance to both sides. Once the Southeast Asian Railway network is completed, the connections between China and Vietnam as well as China and ASEAN countries will be closer, which will help promote the process of Eurasian integration. Overall, this is a collaborative project worth looking forward to.